All right. Bungie's big news article This Week in Destiny just dropped, and they're detailing all the exotic class items that are coming with the final shape and all the crazy perks and perk combinations that you're going to be able to make happen with them for Titan, Hunter, and Warlock. On top of that, they give us some information about Oryx this week. They give us some information about a new deep sight weapons that they're going to be giving out to everyone. This is going to be crazy. You're going to be able to craft all the weapons that you've ever wanted. That way you can get prepared for the final shape. 0 hours coming back. We got the new maps preview. There's a lot to cover in this week's Twit. So let's go ahead and start from the very beginning here. Starting at the top, we've got these video trailers. We had Prismatic Warlock. I previously watched this one, and this shows some of those details that you get from the developer playtest preview here. So you can see the Warlock shooting here, and then they do their Transcendence. We'll watch the Titan one as well.
Ooh, snipers up top, watch them. Oh, nice.
See those abilities coming back super fast. And that Transcendence bar is completely independent of their super bar. But what, like we'll see in a minute, they'll be able to use their Darkness super to refill the, almost completely refill the Darkness side of it.
Alright, let's kick some butt here.
I haven't seen the Warlock or Hunter gameplay yet. Looking forward to that.
Sweet, there's that.
Yeah. Nice.
I dive bombed onto them with my Threadlings.
Scott, I don't know what weapon that was. Looks like some interesting sidearm. Had Unstoppable.
Ooh, no, I got you. Okay, there we go. That was amazing.
Very nice. Got that. And now we got Hunter here. Alright, Hunter's got an Arcnade, Strand Melee, Solar. Oh, that's sick. And they got this Void Auto Rifle on top of that. So they're trying to charge up their Prismatic there. They're just doing some PvP gameplay for them. God, I think that's the Deliverance. Nice. Whoa. That looks pretty wicked. Okay, that's super sick. That's going to be terrifying to play in PvP. That's gonna be really fun to use in Mayhem, I feel like. Just fly around like crazy. Now they show some PvE gameplay with it. There's that boss. Subjugator, like strike boss or something. There's a lot going on now. All these different abilities. It's pretty cool. Very cool. Let's see what the Titan's one is. Alright, Titan has Thorn. This is Transcendence. Oh.
Epic.
Nice. He has that melee, and he has the Strand melee? I guess that's an aspect? Wow.
It's everything's green, and then everything's blue. And then there's orange.
He has, yeah, I guess he's got Consecration melee and the Strand melee. Whoa. He's gonna have like Woven Mail and Radiant and holy crap. That's gonna be a lot of fun. Picks up the stasis. You're there as well.
Oh yes! Get out of here!
Jeez.
I couldn't tell how many kills that was.
Jeez, very nice. All right, well, those are the new exotic class items along with some of the aspects and fragments of Prismatic. You'll also get further to expand your options with the new exotic class items. These are very special additions to Destiny 2, as each exotic class item will have 2 random perks from a selection of existing armor perks, including some that belong to classes other than yours. Nice. How to earn them. You'll earn them after the new activity that unlocks after the raid World's First at the beginning of week 2. So I'm confused about that because you've got, they said after the raid's World's First, which is at like 3 days after launch. But then at the beginning of week 2, that would be 7 days after launch. So I'm confused what's going on there. We'll see if it's at the start of week 2 or not. They don't want to spoil the activity, what it's all about, or how to unlock it. But we can say it's farmable and you'll get a guaranteed random roll each time you complete it. There you go. how many exotic perks are there? So similar to Prismatic, has a selection of abilities among all light and darkness classes. The exotic class items in the final shape will have a mix of exotic armor perks available for each class, which includes some fan favorites as well as some perks that align with the Prismatic abilities and aspects. We also chose to put perks in each column that would compound with each other, allowing for combinations that felt powerful and complementary, such as Warlock Bond with Spirit of Apotheosis and Spirit of Star Eater. Prismatic is all about combining effects to be used to belong to specific subclasses. Got it. Let's see what we got here. These are all the combinations. We got first column, Spirit of the Assassin, finishers and final melee blows, grant invisibility. And Star Eater, while your super energy is full, picking up Aura Power, overcharge your super, granting it bonus damage. That's going to be insane for any of those like already really powerful supers like Golden Gun, like Celestial Nighthawk. And you could have Spirit of Star Eater on. Yeah, that's going to be kind of crazy. Spirit of the Inmost Light, using ability empowers the other two abilities, granting them improved energy regeneration. Nice. And Syntheseps, improved melee damage when you're surrounded. Got it. And Spirit of the Ophidian, weapons ready very quickly. Spirit of Verity, weapon final blows with a damage type matching your grenade. Grant a stacking grenade damage bonus. Nice. Spirit of the Dragon, using class ability, reloads all your weapons and increases weapon handling speeds for a brief time. Spirit of Sir Terracne, gain Woven Mail when you use your grenade. Okay, that's going to be just insane. Woven Mail is already ridiculously powerful. So this is going to add just a ton of survivability to various different builds. This is actually going to be really good with that alone. You just use your grenade and you get Woven Mail. Wow. All right, Spirit of Galanor, hits and final blows with your super will return super energy after it ends. Spirit of your Falcon, your void weapons gain volatile rounds after you emerge from being invisible. Spirit of the Foe Tracer, damaging a powerful combatant or guardian with an ability, grants you a temporary damage bonus for weapons matching that ability's element. Nice. Spirit of the Liar, dealing damage with a powered melee or being hit by a melee attack will allow you to follow up with an extremely powerful melee counter punch. Spirit of Caliban, powered melee final bonus trigger and ignition. Spirit of Wormhusk, dodging gives a small health and shield bump. This one would be kind of interesting. Spirit of Caliban, powered melee final blows trigger and ignition. Can you imagine something like that on a Titan? Spirit of Renewal, allies inside the dust field take reduced damage and targets inside the area deal reduced damage. Spirit of the Coyote, gain additional class ability charge. Nice, very cool. We got the Titan exotic mark, Stoicism. Spirit of the Assassin is here. We give you invisibility from melee final blows. Star Eaters is here as well. Syntheseps, Inmost Light. Ophidians is here, like we talked about. Verity. Spirit of Contact, damaging a target with a powered melee causes all nearby enemies to suffer lightning strikes and become jolted. Whoa. And then we have Severance for Severance and Closure. We have powered melee or finisher final blows unleash a damaging explosion. Hoarfrost, your barricade becomes a wall of stasis crystals that slows nearby targets when created. Spirit of Scars, final blows with weapons that have damage type matching your super's element. Create a burst of healing around you that grants allies restoration. Very nice. That would be really cool too. That'll be really solid for survivability. Just giving restoration to everyone and healing yourself. And you wouldn't even have to be a solar subclass or anything. You just have to have the weapon match your damage type. Spirit of Eternal Warrior, gain a damage bonus for weapons matching your super's element when your super ends. And Spirit of the Horn, your barricade unleashes a blast of solar energy that scorches targets. Spirit of the Abeyant, improves Dranger's Lash. Dranger's Lash projectiles track targets more aggressively and travel further. Spirit of Alphalupi, generates a healing pulse when barricade is activated. Armamentarium, gain additional grenade charge. That'd be kind of cool. Armamentarium's gonna be crazy for some builds because you could stack this with some, like you said, with just that woven mail stuff, and you could probably do some crazy things with that. Have some crazy ability spam. With faster while guarding with the Unbreakable Shield, damage blocked and Unbreakable is converted to super energy. Very interesting. Alright, Warlock exotic band. Got the Assassin one, the Star Eater one, the Syntheseps one, Inmost Light one, Ophidian one, Verity one. These are all the ones we've covered, but now they got the new Warlock ones here, Warlock specific ones, which is the Stag. Your Rift provides damage reduction to allied guardians standing in it. Rifts periodically release arc shockwaves. Spirit of Harmony, final blows with weapons that have a damage type matching your super's element grant you super energy. Spirit of Filaments, casting an empowering rift will grant you Devour. Spirit of Necrotic, damaging combatants with your melee poisons them. Defeating a poison enemy spreads the condition. Grenades recharge. We have Starfire. Grenades recharge from empowered weapon damage with empowered weapon damage. Final blows granting more energy. And then Spirit of the Swarm, destroying a tangle spawns threadlings. Osmiomancy, your grenade recharged quicker on hits. The Seeker spawn from Cold Snap grenades travels further. And Spirit of Apotheosis, temporarily gain greatly increased melee in regen after your super ends. Spirit of the Claw, gain an additional melee charge. Got it. Wow. All right, those are going to create some crazy combinations for sure. Yeah, we knew we couldn't fit everyone's favorite perks into these without making the pools of available rolls too large. It was a balancing act to support lots of exciting options while also making it reasonable to chase a specific combination. I think they did okay with it, you know? I mean, obviously, if you have every possible combination, there's going to be some really broken, some really busted stuff, or just the good stuff is going to have to get nerfed into the ground. So I think they did okay with it. Let me know your thoughts about Prismatic and the combinations they created. Now we got another God to Best in Pantheon. We got Oryx this week. If you haven't taken him on, it's at -10 power. He is a Hive God though, which is funny because he's Oryx the Taken King, and so you'd think Taken spec would work on him, but it doesn't. So make sure you're using Boss spec. All right, and got hazards. He's got all his different stuff, and the intel, they got some like lore to go behind it, which is interesting. And then they have even more lore here, right? It's just explaining who he is, and even the touch of malice and everything. So if you're interested in that, it's there for you. I'm getting onto the juicy stuff though. We got all the deep sight weapons you can get every day from May 7th to June 3rd. Players will get a guaranteed deep sight weapon drop upon completion of a seasonal activity. So if you have not unlocked the pattern for, let's say, the Raconteur bow from Season of Defiance, you can complete a Defiant Battleground to receive a deep sight of that very weapon. That's what's up. Get those crafted weapons. Now you have no excuse to not have those good weapons. So make sure you get in there and do those seasonal activities. It will definitely be worth it. You won't regret it. Some of those weapons are irreplaceable, especially if you're trying to do challenging content in the game. Like, for example, when 0 Hour comes out, if you're going to try and solo 0 Hour, you're going to need some of these good weapons, surely. And, oh good, they have a picture of Trevor here. That's going to be terrifying. So they're going to be able to get the crafted Outbreak perfected if you take on 0 Hour, which is coming back on May 14th. So that's this Tuesday at Reset. And if you're looking for the Exotic Catalyst, you have to complete the 0 Hour on Legend difficulty, which is good. And then we got Trevor. So they're going to be doing, Trevor will be back. And to celebrate his timely return, we would love it if you shared your best moments with him. Well-scripted videos, funny screenshots, fan art, comics, musical numbers. Got it. There's going to be a lot of people being terrified as they run into that Trevor hallway for the first time. Then we got 3 new PvP maps in one trailer. So they had the trailer of the PvP gameplay here. If you haven't checked out the new PvP maps, be sure to do so. They're definitely, I think a lot of people are liking them at least. I haven't even jumped in and tried any of them yet, but everyone's been saying it's good. Maybe some people out there are a bit fickle and don't like some of the maps, but you know, PvP players have been waiting a long time for some good maps, and hopefully it's that satisfies you. A great time to jump back in Destiny 2. They're making all the Destiny expansions completely free right now for a period of time. So Shadowkeep, Beyond Light, Witch Queen, and then they're giving away 4 seasons, so that way you can get in there. This is limited time, so keep that in mind, but I believe all the loot that you acquire, you get to just continuously use beyond that. So I'm pretty sure that's how it works. If I'm wrong, someone in the comments will roast me. But yeah, it's definitely a lot of exotic weapons and stuff to grind for. Yeah, 13, 12. Now's the time to grind, especially if you haven't already paid for this stuff. If you have paid for it, then of course, you know, you already got that stuff unlocked for you. And then they're doing a charity here. They're going to complete the gauntlet, and it's for tabletop games. If you donate $25, you can get this emblem here if you're interested. $100 programmer art, and $500 Destiny 2 gameplay session with Bungie. And then they do an Asian American, Native Hawaiian, Pacific Islander Heritage Month, and they're going to be raising money with these pins here. $7 pin, you can get this emblem here, and this pins for a good cause there. So that's pretty cool. And that's a wrap on this week's TWID. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below, and make sure to subscribe if you want to stay up to date on all the news in Destiny 2. Looking forward to these exotic class items, and make sure to get all those crafted weapons done before the final shape. See you in the next one. Later.